The first speaker is going to be Ricardo Ibarra. He is president of the Spanish Youth Council. And I would like to ask all of you in the audience, listen carefully now, because the voting at the end is going to be about 3 of the ideas here in the panel, plus 1 in the audience. So it's better to listen now. Of course, I will repeat afterwards the ideas we will vote on, but listen carefully so you know what you're voting on. The floor is yours, Ricardo.
Thank you very much. My first idea is a growth plan for Europe. When addressing employment issues, we must take into account the origin and the context of unemployment in Europe, the crisis. That's why we should not only focus on little measures to solve little problems. We should have big solutions for the big crisis we are facing. A proper growth plan is crucial, or employers will not be able to hire people. Regardless of how qualified people are, how flexible the regulation may be, or how much help is provided by the public administration, there will not be real employment without a proper growth. I strongly believe that a solid recovery plan for Europe is needed, one with the strategic investments where they are most needed to boost the economy. A new plan similar to the Marshall after the Second World War, a plan to put Europe on the path to recovery. An investment of 2% of the GDP per year in areas like new technologies, new infrastructure, research, innovation, access to finance to small and medium enterprises, with invest to reduce the cost of energy and will significantly help the industry. The results will be overwhelming. The Economic Council of the Labour Movement claims that by 2019 this plan will give additional 6 million jobs, more and 5 increase of the GDP. This will certainly improve public costs, but on the other hand, speed up the recovery of Europe. Direct investment, low interest loans, and many other things by the European Investment Bank can make this growth happen. Otherwise, we will have to wait 20 or 30 years to recover Europe. Thank you very much. Okay, if it's needed, later I can explain where we can get the money for the growth plan. But it's okay. My second proposal is to bring quality to youth employment. Quality jobs for young people are not only the right thing to do, but also a great strategy to improve our economies. An example are internships. In theory, a great tool for the transition from education to employment, but in practice is used to replace real jobs, to have a really low remuneration, and to have a lack of social security, and many other things. But, however, internships are not the only sign of the need of quality jobs for young people. Low salaries, high rates of temporary contracts, unpaid extra hours, and many other forms of precariousness are the definition of a youth job these days. We have to ensure that temporary contracts lead to stable employment. We must replace low salaries by decent ones. We must convert fraud internships into real jobs with real salaries. And we must convert all of these extra hours into new contracts and new jobs. By doing also, we will lower the unemployment rates, decrease the number of people who are dependent on the state, and also more money in the pockets to contribute to the economy. There will be an increment on the internal demand or domestic demand. This increase in the demand will lead to growth for companies and better economies. But quality can be a short-term solution and is a long-term disaster. Improving the quality will bring prosperity. Thank you very much.
We start with the three votes on the suggestions from the panel. First would be the idea from Ricardo, who suggested to have a Marshall Plan for new jobs, to get young people into jobs, on innovation, on education and other things. So 2% of the GDP in a recovery plan to create jobs for young people, because the existing funds are simply not enough. So you have the possibility either to vote in favor, to abstain, or to vote against this idea. I will open the floor, and it is Mr. is going to help me with this.
You have to explain what is for, what is.
You see the green button is in favor.
Left
For those who don't see the colors, it's the left button is in favor, the white in the middle is neutral, and the right button in red color or a minus signal is the one which is then against the idea. So the first idea, I would like to open the vote. So you can start voting, but I will repeat again the sentence. The idea, the suggestion was we need to invest 2% of EU GDP in a recovery plan to create jobs for young people. So please vote yes, no, or abstain. I see more than you do. I see how many people have voted already. It's 400. It's getting more. Then I would like, I hope, is there someone who hasn't managed yet to vote? Then I would like to close the vote and have the results, please. The results are, there are 449 people who have voted. In favor of the idea have voted 264 members of this European Youth event in this hemicycle. 66 have voted against and 119 have abstained. Thank you very much. Ricardo. Ricardo.
Thank you very much. You hear many opinions about how to solve the problems of young people, but the really important thing is that you have your own opinion and that you make your opinion heard. I mean, you have to be really active citizenships. Sorry. Express your opinion, move, protest, vote, whatever, but don't be, I mean, be active, please, otherwise other people will decide for you. Thank you very much.